talk about?
I don't know. That's like I've got the camera to show how tired we are.
Brilliant. I've not even done my hair.
Because yeah, what's the time? Oh,
It doesn't even focus. The camera's tired.
I know this is the worst camera in the world. Where am I going to put it?
Put it in my mug.
Like that. So that I can be out of it most of it.
Oh right. So basically, it's you're filming me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why?
Because it's funnier.
I'm not going to do anything, am I?
But yeah. So this is a very tired.
Full.
The thing is, what we're home so late because you got off at the wrong train station.
How many times have I been to Leicester? For some reason, I know you live in Leicester.
I live in
I've been
Leicester.
to Leicester 4 times, and I got off at Loughborough,
Loughborough.
which is nowhere near Leicester really.
No.
Obviously closer than Nottingham, but like, I just got off and I was like, oh, it's actually leaving the train station. It's like, where the hell am I? This is not Leicester. And then I was like, look, I actually had to look up at the main entrance up to the train station for it to say welcome to Loughborough train station or whatever it says, to realise I was in Loughborough. Not the fact that you weren't there and it wasn't anywhere that I'd been before. I had to look at a sign that said welcome to Loughborough to realise I was in the wrong city.
Right.
And then I was like, okay, so literally Leicester's the next stop. So there must be like loads of like little trains running between Loughborough and Leicester.
Little train.
No, I had to wait nearly an hour.
Yeah.
To wait nearly an hour to get another train to Leicester.
You know, it's your fault as well that I started smoking. Because
Why?
today was my quit day,
Yeah.
and I was just standing around with my
Electric cigarette.
You actually get smoke out of it. But yeah, and I was bored, so I went and bought cigarettes, and they're all gone now.
Just do what I did.
What did you do?
Just not smoke.
Do you want some coke?
Yes, please.
Okay, right. This is a gaming podcast, so let's talk about games. Oh, so I wanted the camera as well because I wanted. Where's it gone?
What?
Show the camera.
What? It's my ring. What's wrong with my ring? I like it.
He's got a ring. I just wanted that on camera.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Makes me look more rugged. Oh, it does.
Okay. So, have you been playing any games?
Actually, I haven't.
You haven't been playing any games?
No.
I gave you homework to do. I said, watch IGN.
Yeah.
The Daily Fix at least.
Yeah.
Pick up some games and start playing them.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been
man.
busy.
You ain't been busy. Cooking. What was that you said that time? You've rediscovered your flair for.
I've discovered my passion for cooking again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's just funny.
But
It's just funny.
was it something I said like I made myself a steak and some mashed potato, and I made like a peppercorn sauce, and you were like, why do you need a recipe for mashed potato? It's like, I don't need a recipe for mashed potato.
Oh, you just cooked one peppercorn sauce and then you went crazy. On the hunt for venison at Christmas.
Hey, that venison was good. I made a duck and venison pie.
No, this is the thing that cracks me up. Is that someone said that you could get reindeer meat from Asda.
No, Asda, Aldi.
Oh, I'm sorry. And you went in there and you asked the bloke at Aldi.
My local butcher said that I could get reindeer meat.
You say
in
butcher
Asda.
properly now as well.
I always said butcher properly.
No, you say butcher.
I didn't say butcher.
You say
butcher.
Butcher. Bath.
Bath?
And
It is a bath.
And yesterday.
It is a bath.
Anyway, we're getting off topic.
What's
again.
yesterday?
We're getting off topic. So one thing I do want to say, I had one funny little story about when you were like, no, you can't get the camera out because I haven't done my hair.
I haven't done. Oh, it's quite dark. But
I remember I was doing this music video for my friend's band, and one of the guys, I won't say his name, but one of the guys was upstairs for ages. He was like, "Oh, I'm getting ready." He was upstairs for ages. So I was like, "Oh yeah," and someone gave me the silly string, because we had silly string for the video. And they're like, honestly, this guy didn't know me. He gave me the silly string and went, "You look sensible. You look after the silly string." So anyway,
I already know that's a bad thing to do.
yeah, so I went upstairs with this silly string thinking I'm going to kick the door in and spray it on this guy. So I go upstairs, I kick the door in, I go to spray him, and this guy, he'd gone to go get ready, was shiny. He was wearing these skin tight leather pants. Right? He's quite a skinny guy. Skin tight leather pants. And he was glistening. He was so shiny.
Was it like moisturiser? Was it moisture?
It was Vaseline. No!
It wasn't Vaseline.
It didn't put Vaseline.
Why would you cover your whole body with Vaseline?
It just did.
But it's not like he's like trying to grease himself up to go through an air vent to get a dog.
No. No, he just lubed himself up. Lubed himself up. I don't know why. And to this day, like I was stunned. I was befuddled. I didn't even get to spray it. I went like that. No. I sprayed him, and he went, "Man, don't do that. You mess up my Vass." And like, honestly, I don't know.
Faith, what he looked well green.
I think actually, if you go on my YouTube channel, there is a video. There's a video of that. I think it's on there.
If you sprayed him, it'd be like wax on, wax off. It'd like go and just slide off and like go off at a funny angle.
I didn't know. It just stuck to him like glue. But there is a video, and if you see a curly black-haired gentleman looking very glistening and shiny, that's the one I'm on about. But no, that was funny.
Using it was to make him look a little bit sweaty for the video.
Yeah, I know. I think that's what it was. But just move around faster.
Was he shaved? Was it like
he shaved. Yeah. But anyway,
unnatural.
We digress.
Men shouldn't shave their chests.
Wait, okay. Do you know what the thing is though? I said we listened back to the other podcast. I was like, it needs to be more structured.
Yeah, we haven't actually. We had a plan for the first one. This one is just completely freestyle.
I've got the pencil ready for the. Oh right, okay. Yeah, I'm stressed.
It's literally like you've got the smallest Harry Potter wand in the world.
Cravens, begone us.
Cravens?
Craving.
Oh, cravings.
Anyway, right, come on.
Go on.
Right.
Yeah, I actually didn't do any of the homework, and I haven't. I turned my PlayStation on like 5 times this week.
Why bother?
To go on Netflix.
Just to go on Netflix. I didn't even play anything.
Right. Watching Shutter Island.
Okay.
Dexter. They've added like 3 series of Dexter. It can go all the way up to series 6 now, and
they're like 8 series.
Yes, I'm still not up to date, and I'm just too cheap to go to HMV. Because they won't accept. Well, they probably will accept my gift card now.
No, they do now.
They do now.
They accept gift cards now.
But they've still got that whole thing that like once it's gone, it's gone. And they've actually sold. They sold out of everything that I've wanted in the last 2 weeks. I've been in and it's like I can't find this, so I haven't got it. The only thing I've been able to find, I went in. It's like, have you got any copies of Breakfast at Tiffany's? I love that film. Don't laugh. What's wrong with Breakfast at Tiffany's?
I love Breakfast at Tiffany's.
It's a beautiful movie.
I just know why you bought it.
It's one of my favourite films. Yeah, it is actually.
I know it is.
And yeah, they were like, oh yeah, there's one left in the store, but we don't know where it is. We don't know what offers it's in. We don't know or how it's filed.
How big's the store?
Like, it's a pretty big store.
They wonder why they're going down.
Right. So I was like, so you've got the one DVD that I want. You have one copy of it, and it could be anywhere within all the DVDs in your store. Is it alphabetized? And you're like, maybe. Yeah. And I spent an hour. What the hell? I spent an hour looking for it. And then I went up and was like, I can't find it. And the woman was like, okay, let me go and have a look. She came back in 2 minutes with it.
You spent an hour?
looking for the film.
You were desperate for looking there for that film. I wonder why.
I really like that film. I wanted a copy of it, and you can't get it on Blu-ray.
That's fair enough.
You can't get it on Blu-ray.
Anyway,
We need more Hepburn movies on Blu-ray.
we do. There's some on Netflix. Funny Face, which is fucking weird.
How to Steal $1 Million.
I haven't seen that.
It's good. It's a funny film. Funny film.
Look.
Yeah, but the light is in my eyes. Oh my god, my hair.
Look at mine. Yeah, if I do this, it's Hobbit hair.
You look, you said Bilbo earlier. You look more like Samwise.
Oh,
Hey, you got some potatoes, Frodo. We can have some mashed potato with this peppercorn sauce.
anyway, let's get back on topic. Okay,
I'll get the plan out then.
hang on. Let me consult the plan. Yeah, that light's too much, isn't it?
Oh my god.
That light's too much.
Literally, it's like
Right.
the last time I
Break.
script searched.
Hang on. I did
Well,
nothing.
I did absolutely nothing. I don't. What?
Keep talking. Talk about something.
Well, yeah, well, I feel like I should be talking into the camera, but I can't look at the camera because it is literally like, being on stage.
Right, let's have a break.
A break? We've had break to make a plan.
I'm still recording.
Yeah, of course you're still recording because it's
Don't,
not really
don't,
a break.
don't.
It's not break.
It's not. It's a break for the camera.
A break for the. What, is the camera overheating?
No.
It'll turn into a Michael Bay film in a minute. It's going to be like plethora of explosions.
Plethora.
Yeah, that's your dictionary word for the day.
That's plethora, isn't it?
What? It's like Zathora, but it's not a board game. It's a bountiful amount of things.
That's better.
That's nice. My hair still looks
There we
slightly camp.
That's better. Got that now.
Yeah.
Right.
What have you done to your hair?
Nothing. Why is it over? Why are you getting all the screen time?
Well, you're pointing it at me. If you want a video of me, you only have to ask. There's quite a couple. There's quite a couple.
I've seen a video of you sticking a foam sword up your ass.
That never happened. I don't think that never happened.
It did. It so did. Right. Anyway. Okay. So I was taking the piss out of the PlayStation advert. You know, the one with the dubstep that I was talking about.
Yeah.
What is it? Go buy PlayStation Plus and get. Was it?
Buy a year's subscription.
Buy a year's subscription.
To the PSN.
It's a good
network
idea.
and
It's a good idea.
PlayStation Plus.
But
oh yeah.
don't use this game. What was it? It said the best games of 2012. A BioShock 2.
Did BioShock 2 even come out in 2012?
I don't know. No, it's old.
Yeah, it's like old.
But they. What?
Well, it's exactly the same as BioShock 1, so it's even older than it says on the tin.
Why?
It's the same game. It's the same game. They just put sisters in it.
Damn.
Yeah, not the big daddies, the big mamas. I can't remember what they're called. They were skinny little things that like ran around and like stabbed you.
That's
It was
cool.
an appalling game.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Yeah, so, but
The
then
first one was good.
don't with that horrible dubstep music, that horrible dubs and like wow, BioShock 2. I'm gonna go run out and buy PlayStation Plus now. It's,
Yeah, but I think if anything's going to make people buy PlayStation Plus to get BioShock 2, it's because Westwood blatantly directed that advert.
Tim Westwood.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate Tim Westwood.
Westwood.
Bow down and kiss the ring. What are you doing?
Where are you going?
I'm gonna show off my hats that I get from work.
Hat.
No, I've got loads of hats.
You got one.
No.
Give me that one then.
Oh, you
Because
got that
at the
one?
moment I'm just staring into a camera.
Alright, you can have that one.
I want to look like something. It comes with a little chin strap.
Yeah. You get that one. I get this one.
Have I got this on the right way round?
You're a
Turn it
turn around. Get the ears up.
Get the ears up.
Mine was a Link one.
I suppose I'm obviously supposed to be Sonic, but I look more like a shark.
But this one's better. This one's better. This one's way cool.
Oh shit!
Oh, how cool's this one?
Obviously, I know you're supposed to be Skyrim or whatever the guy's name is.
It's not a character.
Okay, but
Name your character. Skyrim. There's this.
what is fancy dress? What have you come as? I've come as Skyrim. I've come as the whole game.
just the cover.
Well, next fancy dress. I'm gonna go Smaug.
You know, we got like 90 views for the last podcast.
Yeah. I think the hat thing is at least worth another 90 views.
But we ain't getting nothing.
Okay,
Okay, right.
where's the Batman mask? Remember the Batman mask?
Oh,
The
God.
wrinkly, crinkly old Batman mask that we tried on in FP.
It was like 40 quid. It's ridiculous. Right, more gaming news.
Go on.
More gaming news. HD Wind Waker. You don't act like you don't care.
But I'm supposed to be like, oh my god,
You don't care.
it's Zelda. I don't care about Zelda.
How can you not care about Zelda?
Because Zelda's not even the main character. Why is it called Zelda?
I tell you why it's called
It may
Zelda.
as well be called Link. I'm a little boy with a sword.
It's called Zelda because
Because the
In
book
my-
says it's called Zelda.
in my book,
Yeah.
I've got it here. It says.
Alright, well read
I
out
ju-
why.
I just can't
why does
remember
it say it's called Zelda? Because.
Right, look. Okay,
Right.
right. He suggested. Right, look. Of course, the title of the game wasn't decided right at the beginning.
Yeah.
I knew I wanted it to be The Legend of something, but I had a hard time figuring out what that something was going to be. That's when the PR planner said, "Why don't you make a storybook for the game?"
We should have made a storybook for this podcast.
We should have. He suggested an illustrated story where Link rescues a princess who is a timeless beauty with classic appeal.
She has got classic appeal.
She has, and mentioned there's a famous American author whose wife's name is Zelda. How about giving that name to the eternal beauty?
Right.
I couldn't really get behind
So
the book.
hold on, there's someone who actually existed called Zelda.
Zelda Fitzgerald, yeah.
Wow.
The Fitzgeralds.
Unfortunate.
I couldn't really get behind the book idea, but I really liked the name Zelda. I asked him if I could use it, and he said that would be fine. And that's where the title Legend of Zelda was born.
Is the legend
From
about her?
Shigeru Miyamoto.
Is the legend about her?
Yeah.
It's about Link, isn't it? He's the legend. He's the one who saves the day. He's the one who kills the invisible rats.
No. Well, yeah. Invisible rats. What are you on about?
A friend
can't
of mine,
believe you-
John. I don't know if you're watching. I saw him playing Zelda, and it kind of glitched out. He was in some kind of quicksand, and there's some invisible rats, and he was like, nah. He's playing it on the Wii. It looked like an absolute bag of crap.
You're chatting shit. You're chatting shit.
I've just never got into Zelda. I just don't get it.
Sorry, what are the highest scoring games of all time? What are the...
Bioshock 2.
By Sony standards, yeah.
Bioshock 2, Motorstorm Apocalypse.
No, I asked someone on my Facebook. I asked some people to name some top PlayStation 3 exclusive games, and someone had the audacity to say Motorstorm.
No.
Don't put your bogies on it.
I'm not putting my bogies on it. It was like a little blue moustache.
Don't put bogies on it. Yeah, they said Motorstorm.
Oh.
I literally just laughed in their face.
Yeah.
But not yet. But I will. Right. Well, come on. Pokemon. I don't want to talk about Pokemon.
No?
Not
I
really.
saw your little video about poo Pokemon and goth Pokemon.
The shitty Pokemon and the golf Pokemon. I'm going to do another one of them videos.
Yeah.
Because there's honestly, there's how many?
I think the laziest one. Yeah, I know you said the laziest one is probably the poo Pokemon, but Togepi, it's just an egg with a face.
It evolves
I mean,
into
what?
something though.
Yeah, because it does. Everything does.
That's not a first gen though.
It's not a first gen.
There's only 151 Pokemon. I don't know where the other ones are coming from. There's 151. We've been through this. You get Mew.
You don't.
You do get Mew.
I never did.
Well, this gives you a shit.
I have Pokemon Red, and I've followed the things on the internet. Still can't get it.
What? Pokemon what?
Red, the original.
Yeah, it's at work. We got it at work, which is it's indisposed. We can't.
What you got in there?
Zelda.
Game Boy. Oh, Zelda. Oh. But you might have a good game in there.
I do, Zelda. It's fucking well good.
Yeah, right.
Okay, right, let's get on to more. I literally got nothing really to talk about.
Yeah, it might have helped if I had done my homework, but I'm sure you did. Have you got any points you want to bring up?
Not really. Well, no, I have actually, about the people moaning that the Wii U isn't going down in price, which I don't think it should.
But yeah, no. I mean, how much is it? 4? No, 2.
It's 250 quid for
Yeah.
the base unit.
Yeah. I think that's a decent price for the power you can get through that console with the upcoming games.
Yeah.
You never expect amazing things from the launch titles. I mean, they're going to show
This
off a
is-
little bit of the new features, but once developers get used to the technology and they use the technology and they've got more time with the technology, you expect you get more from the games. You give it 6 months, you're going to have like quite a lot of games that will come out for the Wii U and people will buy it.
They will, but I mean, the thing is, like, you remember the Xbox launch?
Yeah.
It had Perfect Dark.
Yeah.
I'm only going to name a few. I can't remember the others, but it had Perfect Dark. It had King Kong, and it had, I can't remember what it, but about at least 3 of those games
Yeah.
were ports from the old Xbox and from PlayStation 2. Like King Kong, that was a port. It wasn't using the power of the Xbox.
Yeah.
And the Xbox had quite a slow start.
Mm.
And look at that. Look at it now.
Yeah, but I mean, you look at the PS3 launch titles. Half of them were postponed by 5 years.
They're not losing as much money now.
No, that's because all their big titles are out and they've got nothing else to put in.
What do you think about The Last of Us?
I'm actually really excited for it.
Because it's actually a decent game that's coming out.
Yes, it's Naughty Dog. I like Uncharted. It's an exclusive, so literally, I must be the only person in the world that still has a PS3. So I'll be the only one playing it. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I mean, it looks like. I mean, I'm a big fan of The Walking Dead, and obviously it's not going to be the same thing. But
It's not zombies.
Yeah, I know it's not zombies. I know it's not zombies, but it's obviously set in that kind of desecrated society where everything's kind of run amok.
Yeah.
And you have to survive. And you get the little. You're the main guy with the beard, and your friend is the one that looks like Ellen Page,
It is Ellen Page.
but it's not.
It
She's
is
not.
Ellen Page.
She's not voicing it.
Is she?
Nah. Should have done your homework.
I thought it looks like Ellen
No,
Page.
she's a spitting image of Ellen Page.
It looks
It's not
exactly
Ellen
like
Page.
Ellen
It's
Page.
not Ellen Page.
Oh, fuck that game then.
No.
I honestly thought it was Ellen Page.
No, it looks a lot like her, but it's not her. Right?
Really?
Right? No, honest. Google it now.
No, I can't be bothered.
Right. Because I'm right.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that you're not right. It looks exactly like it.
but it's not her.
If I was Ellen Page, I'd be pissed. I'd be suing.
Right.
I'd be
But
like,
maybe they bought the rights to her face.
what
I own Ellen Page's face. What are you going to do about it?
am I going to do to it?
No. Dude, she's like 10.
Yeah, I don't find her attractive.
No, I mean, I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be
Why?
what Resident Evil wanted their games to be, actually enjoyable.
But why do you think that? Because to me, I looked at it and I was like, the only thing I could see that's different was like the control system in Uncharted.
Yes.
Where like you're touching the wall. It
Yeah,
actually, like that.
the actual. Yeah.
I do like the way that it moves, although sometimes it can be annoying.
Yeah.
The chase sequences were
yeah.
hella annoying.
Yeah.
But
it was realistic. If
It
you
was
bumped
realistic.
into a table, you'd fall over.
yeah, but when you had, you remember when I played around your
Yeah.
and there was that little boy running across the roofs.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, that bugged me. Just because there was no clear indication of where I was supposed to go.
Well, yeah.
It was good because it made me shit myself.
Well,
I was just like, I don't want to get caught. It was good, but
It's the whole.
it was
thing
let
of-
down a little bit by the glitchy control. Where the camera also, the game obviously thought that I'd fallen,
Mm.
so the camera
When?
went down,
Yeah.
but I'm still there. I'd
Mm.
saved myself. I hadn't fallen.
I mean, there are a few glitches in Uncharted 3, but I think one of the strongest points of Uncharted 3 was also one of the things that a lot of people moaned about, was the whole kind of like the merging of actual gameplay and cinematic.
yeah, but that also messed you up.
Yeah, but I think it made for a much more realistic
It was interesting.
gameplay.
It was interesting.
I mean,
It was good.
there isn't another game out that's like that.
You'd probably die.
That so
You'd
much.
probably die on the first go when you didn't know it was a cutscene
Well, yeah,
to a
yeah.
thing.
But
But
I mean, I always say, you know, there's a level where you're fighting in the back of a cargo plane, and the drop thing, whatever it's called, the back of the plane opens,
yeah,
and all these
door.
things like cars and things are like flying out, and you get sucked out, and you end up like free falling. Don't. You end up free falling, and you can't see anything, and then all of a sudden this like bag of boxes just goes flying past you, and like, right, okay, that's the only thing I've seen for like a good minute, and then you're dead, and then you play through it again, and you're meant to grab hold of the bag, but I like that.
it is cool. Yeah, if you don't mind dying the first time, and then
Well, yeah.
which is nothing really, but there should be like a little indicator.
There are prompts, but I mean, I always
Not like a
consider that
QT, like a Q. What are they
like
called?
press square
QTEs.
now.
Yeah, not Shenmue style, but
No.
like there should
no,
be.
it is. You can turn them off, but it's you will fall in and you'll get to the bag and it'll be like press square now and it'll flash.
Yeah.
and you like press it in.
Yeah, that's better.
That's basically telling you
But
what to do, and there's
from
no
that-
game in it.
From that, like, tell me what you think is going to be good about The Last of Us. Why are you looking forward to it?
You know what, the main reason I'm looking forward to it is because it's a post-apocalyptic survival game made by Naughty Dog.
But we haven't really seen that much of it.
No, I haven't seen. I've seen the trailer.
Yeah.
I think the trailer makes it look. Well, it makes it interesting enough for me to be interested in it.
Even the world, though, I think's not that original.
No,
Doesn't
it's
look
New
original.
York. It's like Manhattan or something.
Yeah, but I've heard people going like, oh yeah, but it's like post-apocalyptic, but it's green and there's vegetation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
but that's enslaved, man. That is
Mm.
enslaved. That's been done in
Well,
enslaved.
yeah.
That's not.
just
That's
things
not
have
original.
overgrown because no one's looking after it.
Yeah, that's the same.
It's
as
not like
enslaved.
the world's been destroyed and everything needs to be a rubbly, fiery mess.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's
Like
like the apocalypse of a
resistance.
distance.
Resistance.
Of a distance difference.
Yeah, resistance. That
Resistance.
post-apocalyptic grey smudge
Well,
on your
yeah.
TV screen. But yeah, no,
Don't adjust your set. It's just pixels.
it's man. But I've seen it and I was like, okay, yeah, I like the look of it,
So
like how
it's
it
quite
controls.
Itchy.
Take that off then. Don't ruin it.
Not rude.
Put your Zelda one on.
Oh yay! Because I really want to wear a Zelda hat. Can I just be Robin Hood instead?
There you go. Right, so I like the look of how it controls.
Mm.
But like Uncharted, that's quite cool. But not really anything like Human Shield. Yeah, Saints Row the Third. That's what was in that. There's nothing else. Stop it. There's nothing else really like that interesting.
No.
To me, anyway.
But at the end of the day, it's a PS3 exclusive, which I mean, most of the PS3 exclusives are alright. There's nothing apart from whatever it's called, Mega Hero. I'm Sackboy. I'm gonna mess up Nathan Drake. Smash Brothers for the Sony.
The PlayStation All Stars.
PlayStation All Stars. That's it. Apart from that, most of your exclusives on the PS3 have been alright.
Like
And Little
like-
Big Planet Karting. Okay, we can name a
the
few
thing
exceptions.
the thing is though, everyone. I always say this. Nintendo gets a knock, but then other companies try and copy what they do,
Mm.
and they fail.
Yeah,
And some of them have been okay attempts,
yeah.
but like, what's it? Crash Team Racing, which is just Mario.
I like that.
That was a good game.
The original Crash Team
Yeah, the
Racing
Crash-
was
the
good.
original one.
The Nitro
That's a
Karts
good-
was a pile of balls.
Yeah, and then like Little Big Planet Karting, bullshit. It's just crap.
I've not played it.
I have played it. It's terrible.
I mean, I'm assuming I get to make my own racetrack and make my own car
Yeah,
and create
to a
my own
to a certain extent. But then it's the thing is, it's always about when you play a game, the gameplay's got to be good. You
Yeah.
can't just
Well, yeah, obviously.
it can't just look pretty.
No.
Which okay, name me another exclusive.
Tomb Raider.
It's not exclusive.
Since when?
Tomb Raider's not exclusive to PlayStation.
Oh, okay, maybe I'm like 15 years out of date.
Ben, I can buy all 10 on Steam.
Really?
I did. The Tomb Raider anniversary was on Wii.
Yeah, it was, wasn't
Come on.
it? Gran Turismo.
You love Gran Turismo.
I do love Gran Turismo.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's,
Well,
better
what's
than,
wrong?
it's better than Forza.
Yeah, but you got other racing games, man.
Right, or what? What, Little Big Planet karting?
No.
I mean, what? Go on. Need for Speed. I'm sorry, I'm a chav. I'm running away from the police. What a brilliant game. Oh, The Run. Right, okay. So I need to go from New York to, was it San Francisco?
I don't know.
In
I don't
a
even
day
like.
or
The only
something?
racing game I play is Mario Kart.
Well, Mario Kart's good. Yeah, but there's racing games.
You love
and then there's
Mario Kart.
racing games, isn't there?
You love Mario Kart.
Yeah, I love Mario Kart. It's good. It's
But-
fun.
The thing is, though, I don't like those games, but we sell a fuckload more of Forza than we do. Okay, actually, no, that's not fair because Gran Turismo is quite old.
It's been out for a while.
And if you're going to have it, you're going to
And
have
if you've got it, they do. There is quite a lot of DLC content for that. They add new cars, add new tracks, and you don't need the constant. Oh, we got Forza, and then we got the new Forza, and then we got this other Forza. It's all the same game.
Do you know what most people buy? Forza 4. Because it's got the Top Gear test track on it.
Yeah, but so is Gran Turismo.
Has it?
Yeah.
Has it got the Stig in it and commentary by Jeremy Clarkson?
No, but
Forza 4 has.
seriously,
Forza
who
4 has.
wants to, the Stig doesn't do anything apart from.
You get to race the Stig.
don't want to race the Stig.
Why?
Why? Why would I want it?
Because he's the Stig. I
Oh.
thought everyone loved the Stig.
Well, I don't particularly like the Stig. And what? Okay, one of the most annoying men on television. Why would I want him commentating on my race?
You don't even have a commentary on Gran Turismo, do you?
No,
Right.
I don't want one.
Where's the new one of that coming out, or are they just resting on this one?
Gran Turismo 6 will probably be a PS4 title.
PS Orbitus.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Well, that's what their code name is.
Orbitus.
Yeah.
It's a code name.
Yeah.
Right.
They need to get this console right. They need to
Yeah.
get this one right.
If they're going to get it right, they're not going to call it the Orbitus.
No, it's just a
Oh, I'm
code
going
name.
to go home and play
Just-
my Orbitus.
Just like the old Nintendo console was called the Dolphin.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but they're not. That's not what they're actually
Well,
called.
yeah, obviously.
It's
I'm going to
code
go home
names.
and play on my Dolphin.
Yeah.
Sounds like a sex act.
That
Right, okay. It's called the PS4, but they've just decided to give it a
I
code
don't
name
think-
anyway.
They gave it a code name.
But why? We know it's called the PS4.
Like, but it's not called the PS4.
What's it called then?
The new PlayStation. We don't know what it's
PS4.
called. No, it's like
It's like Xbox 720. That
It's
is
not
the the actual title.
Is it?
The new Xbox is
you don't
the
know what it's going to be
720.
called until it comes out.
Right, it's like, oh yeah, we're going to release the Xbox 720 next year or thereabouts. We may as well call it the coffee mug.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what it's called at the moment until it comes out. It hasn't got a name.
Bullcrap.
They've got code names. I don't know what the Xbox one's called. It's probably called 720.
Code name is Milo.
I think a lot of people are going to be.
Call me Milo from now on.
I think a lot of people are going to be.
I don't know what my
disappointed.
name is going to be.
No,
Just
because-
call me Milo.
It's like if you were
If you
still
call
in
me
your
out.
mum's tummy and they were like, no, it's. What were you going to be called if you were a girl?
Rihanna.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
So okay, just say that your mum said, like, oh, if it's a boy, I'm going
I
to
have
call
been
him
told.
Ryan.
I've asked my mum quite a few times what I was going to be called if I was going to be a girl. I thought about it. No, I didn't. But
You looked down and saw your vagina and was just like, why?
yeah, something like that. But no, I have asked. But I have a memory of a goldfish, so I don't actually remember what my name was going to be if I was a girl. I like to think it was going to be Rihanna. Like my parents couldn't think up another name that didn't begin with an R and an I sound. It was like Ryan or Rihanna. We'll see which sex comes out.
So that's what I'm saying though, right, so, like, before you were born,
Yeah,
your mum was like, right, we're either going to call him Ryan,
yeah,
or we're going to call her Rihanna.
right.
So then when you came out,
I was a boy.
they were like, Ryan. So at the moment,
Can we stop saying when I came out?
when you came out of your mum's vagina,
Brilliant. Yeah, go on.
right, right, so, yeah, so then they don't know what it's going to be called until they're just calling it Orbitus at the moment. They don't know what it's going to be.
But it's going to be called the PS4. I can tell you now. It's going to be called the PS4.
If they don't call it the PS4, they're an idiot.
If they don't call
But
it
then-
the PS4, I
but
will.
then they
I will
are
eat this
idiots.
hat.
They are idiots, so they
Oh,
are,
yeah.
they are
Of course they're
dropping
idiots.
money on their console. Hopefully it'll be a nice, smooth release.
That's not even on the camera.
What's that?
Dropping money. That's what you did earlier. You're like splurging money.
No, I did. Hang on, that.
Mm.
That's
Look
like
you're
that's
wanking
no,
up a
that's
little
my
dog.
wad, and then that's my wad, and that's me That's the normal.
If
Anyway.
okay, if it's not called the PS4, I'll eat your Zelda hat.
Won't. But no, I'm just saying that they should be called the PS4. But if it's not,
They're
they're
douches.
idiots. But then they're idiots anyway because it's taken them fucking 6 years for them to actually start to. No, they even made money on it, but they're losing less money than they think.
Like a company that I work for.
We're not allowed to say anything like that.
No, of course.
We're not allowed to say. Like I work in game retail. Clues in the name.
I work in a shop that's ready to eat in France.
Ooh, work that one out.
Oh, while we're on the topic of French, I'm not being racist or anything, but people with stupid names.
What's that got to do with anything?
Which hasn't got anything to do with anything, but I want to get it off my chest. I brought it up earlier. People with stupid names. I can think of 3 off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I said this one to you earlier. Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Right. His name is basically a very thin slice of French beef. Shia LaBeouf. Right? The other one, Bear Grylls. If you're a
that's
chap,
not
you
his
think
name.
he's got many faces. And Mo Molam, just because she sounds like that roly-poly Mo that like reads books to children.
What's a roly-poly mo?
It's a children's thing. It's like a furry little
Why are you
mole
watching
that reads books to children.
a furry little mole?
That reads books to children.
That sounds all kind of wrong.
Well, it's a children's program. Of course, it's all kind of wrong. You know, we
What did I
grew
say?
up watching Captain Pugwash with Master Bates.
Master
and
Bates. Didn't they
Roger
change
the
that?
Cabin Boy. Yeah.
This is my Spider-Man 3, Tobey Maguire.
Oh, I know this is turning into more of a procrastination, but Tobey Maguire's in that new film, The Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
He's like you know, I actually want to see it because Leonardo DiCaprio's in it, and I love him.
What has this got to do with anything?
But you brought up Tobey Maguire, and he's in that film, and I don't want to see it.
Who's in the film? Leo?
Leo's in the film.
You
Leo
don't-
is The Great Gatsby.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
How can you not like Leo?
Oh no, I love Leo. I'm saying Tobey Maguire is also in the film quite a lot, so I might not see it.
Just watch it. You
No,
can't.
it's like Seabiscuit.
Oh no, I forgot. You're like a typical PlayStation person.
I'm sorry, what?
You're like that. No, I haven't seen it or experienced it, but I just don't like it because it's not that expensive, and I don't want to watch it.
What?
You heard.
When do I ever sound like Devo?
All the time, mate, because you're up from the north.
Right. I'll have another tinny then, please.
Anyway,
Right, go on.
what are we talking about?
Moby Dick. I'm sorry, I just saw the DVD over there.
Jean-Luc Picard's in that film. That's why I bought it.
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, Jean-Luc. He's in that film, so.
I watched a programme with Jean-Luc Picard, and it wasn't Star Trek. He was like driving around with Sterling Moss, and he got a bit emotional. I loved it.
I can't. If he's not in his Starfleet uniform.
He wasn't in his Starfleet uniform. He was in like corduroys and a rather colourful shirt.
Cords.
Cords. Yeah. Oh, it was Frank Skinner was on TV. Apparently, well, he is on TV. There's now something called cordarounds, where the cords don't go vertically; they go horizontally, and it stops crotch chafing. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I actually want a pair of cordarounds.
We're trying real hard to talk about video games, and you're talking about
We don't have a plan.
crotch rubbing.
No, crotch rot. No,
Crotch rub.
crotch rot.
Anyway.
Chafing.
Anyway, stop talking about chafing. Stop talking about fetuses in jars. What we were talking about. Okay, yeah.
Go on.
So this is going to be the last generation of consoles.
Yes.
After this, they're just not going to be making consoles because there's no point. There's no point in tying yourself down to the
a
hardware. Well, yeah, to the hardware. When you've got cloud gaming, tablets is going to. I know this sounds crazy, but tablets is where it's going to be.
Oh, and I'm with that. Oh, what was
Tablet.
that? I can't remember what it was called now. It was like, you got these Android games. It was meant to be like a little handheld. Where you
that looked like
upload
dog
your
shit,
own
but yeah.
Android games. I kind of like the idea of that.
And it was
Nothing
quite a
ever
cool
came
idea.
of it.
Yeah, same with the Steam box as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, alright.
Pardon me.
Like Gloin.
We had a lot of pizza.
Yeah.
But yeah. So and I also think that the specs, people are going to be like, oh my god, the new Xbox and the new PlayStation, they're going to be so fucking powerful. I'll be able to fucking fly to the
but your
moon on the
TV,
fucking.
you need to get a new TV. You need to get a bigger TV. Well, maybe not.
Why would you need a TV?
Well, I always need a
Double
new TV.
HD TV.
I always need a new TV.
I need a new TV.
You know,
Look at mine.
it's not the size; it's the size that. You know,
It's not the size; it's the size.
No, because it's going to take developers of games another 6 months to a year to catch up with the new technology, and games won't look amazingly polished. And then if you're Ubisoft and you're still releasing games like Assassin's Creed 3 that still aren't amazingly polished, then you know, what are you going to do?
But apparently the reason why Assassin's Creed 3 is so buggy is because it's running on the new engine, the game engine, is supposed to be ready for the next gen.
So why are Ubisoft being absolute
Pricks.
twats?
Twats. You're not American, Ryan. Say twat.
And
Twat.
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 Why have they insisted on releasing an Assassin's title every year for the past 5 years? Why can't they just wait a year?
Cha-ching!
Yeah,
Money,
cha-ching.
man. Money. They blame it. They said.
If they have the passion, if they believe in the game enough, they could hold it back a year and see if like.
No, money, man. It's money. And plus
Assassin's Creed 3, as a as a new start, as a new character, as a new assassin, new story, new everything.
Not that new.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
It could have been a launch title
For the next gen.
for the next gen.
Yeah, but people are ready for it now, and they want to drop
They're
hard
not
dollar.
really-
They want to pay hard dollar, get that big release out, and then because the thing is, people will buy the same shit. So when the next gen comes out, they've got this next gen engine, and they'll be like, look, now looks even better, and there's not any bugs in it. Because they'll make the new Assassin's Creed or they'll make whatever game they're gonna make.
I want to be the
with that
next.
What?
I want to be the next like main character in Assassin's Creed.
That's not gonna be possible.
No, but I want to be. I think
Why?
they should base the next game around me.
A barista who's doesn't realise he's
I'm not barista. I'm a coffee maker. I know that's technically what barista is.
Yeah,
it kind of gives my company away, but
there's baristas everywhere.
yeah, right. Especially in Costa. I'm clearing the table. I'm a barista. Oops.
You make coffee, you're a barista.
Well, yeah, obviously, but if you work at Costa, it doesn't matter. You can be cleaning the toilet. You're still a barista.
Is it? Is
Yeah,
that why
that's
coffee
just
tastes
their
like
name
shit?
for a team member. Anyway,
They coffee tastes like crap.
Not as bad as Nero. I went in Nero for the first time the other day, and that was bad.
Nero tastes like shit. Nero tastes like shit.
A friend of mine had a brownie. It wasn't a brownie. It was brick. Sorry, there was no other way to describe it. It was a chocolate brick.
Right. What are we talking about? Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. I want to be the next main character. I think it should be set in Nottingham, and Robin Hood could be the assassin, and I could be Robin Hood.
They could do it in Robin Hood song.
Right, a bow and arrow, a little axe,
That'd be
a
quite
little
cool.
hood.
I want him to set it in World War One.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I think that'd be
I think they
awesome.
should do an English one. In this one, English people are bad guys.
This is the thing that fucks me off as well, is that I'm not even going to get into that.
I know it's the War of Independence. But
Yeah.
It has to be a winning team and you have to be on it. But,
But you know that the English were fighting. There were no Americans.
No.
There were no.
Oh.
Well, there were, but there were
There were
people that
basically
came
two
over from
sides of England.
Germany, England,
Yeah.
and all that. So that's why it was the war of brother against brother.
Yeah.
But then you get these like twats that fucking comment on YouTube. I've had it for all fucking years of these American twats, like big grunts, like jarheads, going like, "Yeah, but we beat you in the War of Independence." What are you on about?
We beat ourselves.
We beat ourselves.
It kind of sounds a bit sexual.
No, we beat ourselves. No, but yeah, it was just ridiculous to me because there was no Americans before then. Well, there were Native Americans, obviously, but
Oh, yeah.
there was no that guy that like the Giants. They didn't beat anyone.
No.
After that, then there was officially Americans after the declaration. So
it's basically
stupid.
but I liken it to like the English Civil War, just set in a different country.
Yeah,
Which is basically what it was.
They wanted independence, but it wasn't Americans wanted independence. It was Germans, Danes, English, Welsh.
You know what it is?
And
It's Star
Scots.
Wars.
What is it?
Yeah, it's like, kind of like had a little bit of a disagreement about how to use the Force. They end up on different sides, and then it starts off on one planet, England. They have a little fight, and then they kind of come to some sort of conclusion, and then someone else finds a different planet, and that's America, and then they have another little fight because
Ryan's version of history.
everything can be likened to Star Wars.
No, that's just so wrong. Never mind. Anyway,
J.J. Abrams.
J.J. Abrams. Yeah, directing new Star Wars.
He's a demon on the synth.
He is a demon on the scene. But what do you think about him directing Star Wars?
I when I found out, I actually nearly came.
Do you think it's not double dipping? 'Cause he's got Star Trek and Star Wars.
I'd give him both.
I'd give him both. I don't give a fuck. He can make it both awesome.
I'd give him both nuts.
I'd give him I'll give him my whole being. Can have it.
Your whole being.
Being.
Whole being. So
We
you
don't
don't
all
have a
have-
being.
No, we don't all have a being. Right.
No.
What else? What else will I talk about? We've literally, honestly, I will structure the next one. I promise. If anyone's even listening by this point,
I think this one could be even more popular than BioShock 2.
get that PlayStation. Oh dear. What else have we got? Right. Okay. I did. There's one PlayStation exclusive that I really want to play.
What?
It's that racist game
The racist game.
by Studio Ghibli.
The racist game by Studio Ghibli.
It's something. What's it called? Ni no Kunai. Wrath of the White Witch. Kunai.
When you said that racist game, I thought you meant Resident Evil 5.
No, not that one. But that's that one. I really like the look of that game.
What
Ni no Kunai.
Yeah.
You should have a look at that.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched like Spirited Away or anything?
Yeah. I
It's
like
from that
Studio
studio.
Ghibli.
It's from them,
Oh yeah.
and it looks amazing. And it's an RPG like Final Fantasy. You know that boring turnstile shit.
Boring turnstile shit.
Turnstile. You know when you just go through the train. When you go.
Oh yeah, when you get
No, okay, yeah, turn based. It's like that. You should get that. You'd like it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I do like turn-based games because then when I'm waiting for my turn, I can go make a cup of coffee. I can sometimes fit in a little bit of self-bonding, and then it's time for me to have another turn.
Get this shit right. You know, I was saying last time I was playing Chrono Trigger, right?
Yeah.
I had my fifth battle turn based. It was actually quite interesting. I liked it. It was quite good. I died.
Yeah.
Let me right back to the beginning.
Well, of the whole game.
Of the whole game. I was literally like this. With the controller. I was like, I'm out. I ain't playing this. I ain't playing this. Literally, drop that pad. I'm not playing.
What was it you were telling me about earlier? Where basically the game is you die.
Oh, Dark Souls. See, I don't know what to do in that game.
If anyone does know what to do, just put a comment on the video, and let Alan know what to do with his life.
It's you start off with, like, you're hollow.
Doesn't everyone start off hollow?
I don't know what that means.
I think it means you've got no soul.
I know. I've got to find humanity.
Yeah.
And then become human. But then if I become human, there's something else that's bad.
Yeah.
I was talking to this fat guy, right?
Right.
Talking to this fat guy.
Did he have a soul?
And he was boring me, and I didn't want to talk to him anymore. So I pressed B, and it stabbed him.
Oh, I thought you were actually talking to a guy and you stabbed.
No, in the game.
In the game.
And then I got bored, so I pressed B, so I stabbed him, and he went fucking batshit crazy.
Well, you just stabbed him.
Yeah, but now, like, I thought he killed me, and I was like, alright, I'll go back. And I had to walk all the way back round like that, thinking, it's a game. He would have forgotten. Do you know what I mean? Like, you go think,
Right.
As soon as I stepped off that lift, he was like, you! And he came at me again. And I can't go back to the little hub world now, because he
Can't you just kill him?
No.
Why not?
He's too
fat.
You get too close, right, he's fat and slow.
Get too close to him.
He goes like this. And then he titties you and you fly. He's just, honestly, it's ridiculous. I don't really know what the story is. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. I keep dying. It's just
basically,
ridiculous.
you're a hollow man.
I'm a hollow man.
So you start off as Kevin Bacon,
Kevin Bacon.
and then you need to find humanity, so you become Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
And then I assume by the end of it you lose it, so you become Mel Gibson.
I literally, I don't know what you're supposed to do in this game. I just you keep dying, which I get because it's called Prepare to Die.
It's called Prepare to Die.
Yeah.
It's called Dark Souls.
Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition. You just die. You just die loads. It's got like shit like here, like customise your character, innovative online features.
Maybe it's like customise your character. You can customise the way you die.
This is the thing as well, right? I don't get it. Match up against others in exciting 1v1, 2v2 and 4v4 battle arena royale matches available in new content.
Well, it's not a battle royale if it's 4 on 4.
But the thing is though, it doesn't even tell you how you can play that online.
Go online.
No, it doesn't. I'm online. I've got my live account, but it doesn't tell you how to do it. This game literally tells you fuck all. It puts you in the world and goes, figure it out.
Well,
now people fucking love it.
Maybe it's just the game of life.
That's pretty much what it is.
You get put into a situation you don't know what to do. No one tells you what to do, and then you die.
It's got one difficult level, and that's rock fucking hard.
It's the first one, isn't it?
I've got this pretty pimp sword though, where I walk around like this.
Yeah.
I've got it on my back. It's pretty cool.
Well, why do you have to hold it all the time?
Because you do. Because honestly, if you don't have your sword out, you just get fucked. The third
you needed to have your sword
The
out.
third boss is like a dragon the size of a fucking Empire State Building.
Smaug.
Smaug. Nah, Smaug.
It's kind of kick-ass.
I don't know, all I saw was this fucking eye.
Well, yeah, it's the first film. We're not going to show you the big bad. It's not Cloverfield.
Yeah, they'll show it to us in part 6.
Part 6?
I don't put it past them.
Mm.
Right. Anything else you want to talk
Um.
about? I do apologise for that. I will make a plan next time.
Don't apologise.
Oh.
What? Yeah, what?
Just,
This is what they wanted.
no, it's not. They wanted.
They
wanted.
demanded more.
They wanted a structure. Structure.
Did they?
Yes.
Did they expect a structure at 1:15 in the morning, when I've eaten more pizza than I kind of would have done normally
We
on
could
an
have been.
average
We could have been
Tuesday?
drunk.
We could have been drunk. I think the next one we should be drunk.
No, because you'll just stick a foam sword up your ass.
Well, I wouldn't do that. Why would I do that? Why would anyone do that?
You have done it. I've seen the video.
You've seen the video. I'd like to see the evidence of this video. This is technically liable.
Wasn't it in someone's
Liable.
phone and their phone got lost?
I think the person who claimed to have it on their phone sold their
Sold
phone.
the phone, yeah.
Sold the phone to someone and forgot to delete whatever videos might have been on there.
Yeah.
So, if there was a video of me sticking a foam sword up my arse, even though it wouldn't have gone up my arse, it would have been an illusion, because I was
Oh,
actually mistaken for Darren Brown. It's on Twitter. Darren Brown actually retweeted me, saying he shaved his beard off because he didn't want to look like me.
Didn't that psycho girl that followed him go crazy?
A psycho super fan went crazy at me. Said that he's the most attractive man in the world. He's not going to want to sleep with her for obvious reasons. But she went psycho, batshit crazy at me because I made him shave his beard off, apparently. But yeah, if you see Darren Brown without a beard, I'm the reason. I'm the actual reason why Darren Brown shaved his beard off.
I hate Darren Brown.
But yeah, no, it's all an illusion. But the foam sword didn't really go up my ass.
You're not
Because
do you know what cracked me up? Was
What?
when you phoned me up and you're, oh my god, right,
these are liable career options.
career options. You said that you're going to find a new job and that you were talking with your dad about finding a new job, you're going to get a new job, you're going to get out of where you work.
Yeah.
Right. The first job, I believe, was policeman.
Yes, it was. My dad wants me to become a policeman. He
Right.
actually suggested fireman yesterday.
Policeman, oh, a new one. Fireman. Right, right, so they've got policeman, fireman,
Teacher.
teacher. That's my idea.
Yeah, that's your idea.
And I told you should keep doing it.
Yeah.
And this is the best one.
No, there was an author.
Author, which means you actually have to write something.
I do write shit.
Yeah, but you're too slack on it. Right. Go on, what's the last one?
I think you need to tell them, don't you?
Magician.
Magician.
It was
It's-
magician.
It's a viable career option.
Ryan, if you lost your job and went into a job centre and was like, here's my 5 options. Magician. They'd be like, you taking the piss? Are you taking the fucking piss?
But I thought, at the very least, I could do children's parties.
You don't even know any magic tricks.
I do actually.
How many magic tricks do you know?
About 6. No, but I've got an actual book. I've got
a hat and wand and everything.
I haven't got a hat and wand.
Then you can't be a fucking magician.
No, because I do card tricks.
I can imagine you turning out with kids' fucking parties. Alright,
I
kids,
do-
I've got a deck of cards.
I do close up card tricks.
I
do
know, I
shit
remember
with,
this.
like rabbits in hats and
I remember this.
and
You
rings.
don't do any of the cool shit.
Any of the cool shit.
You're not. The thing is, I remember. Yeah, you do those cards. I don't want to see them though, because I can't hate people that do magic tricks.
No, but it's
Because you won't tell me how you do them.
Well, no, of course not. I don't want to be kicked out of the magician's circle.
You're not even in the magician.
I'm not in the magician's circle, but if they find out, that I've been spreading the truth.
The thing is, I actually know a magician.
Who?
I can't tell you his name. I can't tell you his
Is he a
name.
famous magician?
He's not. No, he
He
is.
doesn't count,
He
does
is
he?
quite well known.
I'm a magician.
He is quite well known, but he taught me a couple of, and I still got to show you that Coca-Cola can on.
Oh yeah.
Although he told me not to show anyone.
Is that when you kind of just drink half of it and it kind of balances on the edge?
No, that's not a magic trick, Ryan.
It's kind of a magic trick.
That's not. That's balancing.
No, but when I first saw that, I thought it was magic.
It's not magic.
Because the person was like, That's the Coke can. That's my fist is the Coke can."
They
And
get
you're
it. Like,
"Oh,
it goes like this.
Oh,
No,
and they were like waving their hand over it like that, right? And it looked like it was magic. They were like they were making it just hover there.
My one's way better. It's where you take a open can of Coke, which is
Yeah.
half full.
Well, you and you balance it on the edge.
No, it's half full, and it's like all crashed and half full.
Yeah.
Then you grab it like that.
Yeah.
You blow on the top
Right.
and go like that.
Yeah.
Reseal the top so the metal comes back. So
Right.
it reseals it.
Yeah.
Once it's open, and you reseal it, and then you shake it, and then it refills with Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you how to do it.
Yeah. Show me.
I will.
Show me. Yeah. No. But I have four, 5 different sets of magic cards.
4 or 5.
What?
4 or
I got 4 different sets of different types of
It was
magic
5 just a minute
cards.
ago.
But I've got like a standard deck of cards for doing like standard tricks. But I've got an actual book that's been published. There's like it's the definitive book to learning card tricks from beginner.
Waterstones, tenner.
You can't get it in Waterstones. You can't. I got it on play.com. It was £6. Anyone can start.
But it's a
being
really,
magician.
really good, honestly.
No,
it's
Derek Brown
it's
suggested
professional.
it in the back of his first book. Not his first book because that's out of print because he revealed too many secrets.
Okay, come on.
But no, it's
Darren Brown.
not Trick of the Mind. Yeah, Trick of the Mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, at the back of that book, he was like, "Yeah, if you want to become a magician, read this book." So I read it, and now I'm a magician. Well, that's how it works, As soon as you can do one trick, technically you're a magician.
I've got your nose.
That's not a trick. That's not my actual nose. My nose
You
is
can't
still
see it.
on my
Oh, you
face.
can see it.
Yeah.
Magicians are rubbish. They annoy me. They really, really annoy me.
Yeah.
The only reason why I know that Coca-Cola one is because I begged that guy to tell me. I was just like, just tell me how you do it. And he had no choice because I was filming for him. He had no choice but to show it to me because I had to see it.
Well, you didn't have to, did you?
Yeah, I had to see it because I don't know why. I just wouldn't leave his side. I was like that. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, hold on. I know everyone wants to know the secret to a magic trick,
Yeah.
right? But
Why are we
the
talking
difference
about magic?
between
Yeah.
magic is the actual thing is an illusion.
Yeah.
Right. We'll carry on with the audio because I think this is a valid point that needs to be made.
Okay.
it's an actual. A trick is an illusion. Magic is the feeling you get. Right.
That's off the back sleeve of the cover of fucking Darren Brown's fucking Trick of the Knob.
Trick of the Knob. It is something he said.
Of course it is, Ryan.
Of course it is. It is something he said, but you know, I believe him. Magic is that feeling you get when you've seen something that is.
So George Lucas is a magician.
You want to see some of the things that George Lucas can do. I mean, he can go from making Indiana Jones to making Indiana Jones not a good film.
The only man to be able to kill Indiana Jones.
Right. You know, your creator is at the end of the day your murderer. I think that's what Indiana Jones learned. But anyway, magic is that feeling you get. If someone explains the trick to you, you're like, okay, I know how that's done. And you don't get that feeling of magic and wonderment and excitement anymore. You know how it's done. You know?
Yeah, I know, but
the
it
only
just bugs
magic
me.
trick that I ever wanted to know the actual, solution to was sex.
That's not a magic trick.
It was when I first found out.
You were like, oh my god, he made the willy disappear. Anyway, why are we talking about magic? Why are we talking about magic?
Because this is the most unstructured gaming
my
podcast
God.
ever created by man.
Seriously, we gained 89 views. We've just lost minus 100.
No, trust me. I think more people are going to listen to this.
They're not going to listen to this
because this is better than Ricky Gervais.
Well, that pocket. No, we don't have Carl Pilkington.
But you got me.
Yeah, but if you want to talk about this, no, we're saving that. I'm saving that for the stories from the north.
Tune in soon for stories from the north.
Tune in soon for stories in the north. That is going to be fucking hilarious.
even funnier than this, if you believe that.
This isn't funny. It's not. I'm so fucking tired right now. We haven't talked about anything. Not really. Like, should we end it?
We've talked about quite a lot of stuff.
We talked about quite a lot of shit.
Oh, I saw you shooting a dinosaur in the ass.
Yeah, you did on my video.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good game. I like that game. The thing is that really bugs me about those videos that I make.
Yeah.
Is like, you know, the Pokemon one.
Yeah.
I wasn't reading it off that. I didn't write a script for that because I didn't really have to memorize anything.
Right.
That's not even the names. Couldn't be fucked by the names.
Right.
But the other one, the Jurassic Park one, it sounds so boring. Because I'm literally like this. I'm reading it off because there's. I've tried to do it.
You sound like Christopher Lee in The Hobbit.
Yeah, I do. I'm fucking awful. But the thing, I can't. Like, I have to write it down and read it because otherwise, it's a lot of or instead of arms, it's fucking fuck. I swear instead of arming.
Yeah.
So a lot of the audio that you hear is me cutting out the arms. So I decided to write a script for myself. So then I read it, and it sounds so fucking boring. It's just me with this monotone voice, just going, "I really like this game." When I was at thing, my next video, which is going to be about Shenmue.
Yeah.
I'm going to try a different format with that one.
Okay.
And that one should be good and a bit more professional than this
if you're
one.
not going to make it up on the spot, you're not going to read it out. You're
I'm
going to
gonna
get it audio booked by
no.
Stephen Fry.
No, I'm not going to get audio books. That would be awesome. But no, what I'm going to do
You
is
get Brian Blessed to read it.
I've been doing Brian Blessed. No, I've done my research on it, and I've memorised it. So it's all up in the login, and then I can just keep talking, and then I can edit it into bits that I think, and it will sound better, hopefully.
Right.
Do you know? This is a really weird thing as well. Whenever I think about making a video, and I think about what I'm going to say, it's in an American accent. I always every single podcast, everything that I watch, like on YouTube, and that is mainly by Americans because people that are English, their voices annoy me.
Right.
So when I'm honestly in my head, I don't know why. It's just like it's just American. It's just an American accent in my head when I'm talking.
Once I got to know this French man quite well. You know him, Elias.
Yeah.
I once asked him if his thoughts were in French, and he said they used to be. which didn't help my question really. As you know, I was asking, are your subconscious thoughts in French? Do you still think in your native tongue? And he didn't really answer my question. But the fact that it's still an English language, but that you think in a different accent is completely...
Only when it comes to the
weird.
podcast. Only when I think about what I'm going to say and how it's going to sound. So when I was talking about the Jurassic Park thing, in my head, I was talking American. Like, I had an American accent.
Yeah.
It's just really strange. And I wish I had an American accent for making these videos, because I think English people sound stupid on these things.
Okay.
I think we sound dumb. I think we sound stupid.
When I try and think sophisticated and try and sound smooth, in my head I sound like Sean Connery, or Bane to some people. But I think really it comes out more like the Chuckle Brothers. But in my head I'm Sean Connery.
You think like everything. You think like Sean Connery.
No, when I'm thinking sophisticated, sexy things.
What are you thinking about? Sophisticated, sexy things.
Sophisticated, sexy things.
Sexy things. I can't do that voice. Sexy things.
Sexy things.
Why can't I do it?
Right.
Oh, why are you doing it? Honestly, you pull the funniest face when you do your Sean Connery. We ain't got a camera. Your eyebrows knit. They're like sexy things.
It's because I'm doing Sean Connery with my mouth. That sounds wrong. But I'm doing Sean Connery with my mouth and Roger Moore with my eyes. If you've seen Boat Trip, best cameo ever.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I think we should end it on that, mate. Sexy things.
Come on, let's let these people go back
when
to
I'm
their
smooth
lives.
and sophisticated, I think about sexy things. I sound like Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. Right. Okay. This has been Alan and Ryan.
Yeah.
Right.
Procrastinating. Basically.
Honestly, the title for this video is just going to be like.
We're still, I think we're still being a bit cynical about games, so you could still go under. I think.
You were about Zelda.
Well, yeah.
Zelda's good. You ain't even played one. Again, typical PlayStation 3 person.
But I've also been quite cynical about the PlayStation 3
Yeah.
and
sure.
BioShock 2 and turn-based games.
Right. Okay. Right. Do the thing.
Westwood.
What's that?
What thing?
Right. Okay. So, see you later. Next time, I promise you, it will be structured. There will be headers. There will be music cuts into it, and it will be awesome.
Oh man!
It's gonna be awesome. Not this one though. This one's bullshit. But next one will be
Ciao
good.
bello, ci vediamo.
All right. See you later. Why'd you have to go all fancy?
Bye.